A lot of people face the same problem over and over again when trying to live as a student. And I'm talking about trying to fit in sports in your student life. Now, this condition is very different depending on where you are in the globe, because I know certain schools in countries where the sport is part of the school, so they'll leave you like training sessions during school periods, but others, on the other hand, have the really uncomfortable problem of there always being no time to actually play any sports because school already takes up most of your day, and then all the time left, all you can do is study. And that is one of the major problems of schooling systems nowadays. But fortunately, there are ways to cope with this problem, and these ways I'll teach you in today's video. And the person that is speaking in front of you is a person, myself, who has had many problems trying to fit sports in my student life, considering the fact that I live very far away from the place where I go to train, so it takes around 3 hours usually to actually go and play sports, because the training session is 2 hours and usually it will take minimum 1 hour for transport. Considering that a training session starts at 5, I'll usually take the bus at 4 to get there on time. And that is a major problem, considering that I also have to fit in my homework. And so the system that I've found is what I believe to be the most efficient system, which is to try and get the most work done at school. And a lot of these schools offer like 3 study hours, like self-study periods, and that is the most convenient time where you should actually start to work on your individual study or group study if there's maybe a group presentation or something like that. But also, I'd say when a teacher is giving out a lecture, that is also a very convenient time to actually start with your own individual study and try to synchronize it with the lesson, so that if there's anything that you don't understand when trying to study, you can just raise your hand, ask the teacher a question, so that you can have external assistance if you do find any difficulty. As part of this method, you can also try and get the most work done the moment you get back home. So this moment can be after the training session if you don't go back home before you start your training, or the moment before, and that could just be maybe 5 minutes of available time, but you are still trying to get as much done as possible and trying to find these mini pockets of time to get even the smallest quantity of work done. Finally, another way you can, let's say, staupiate time to find the most time available to actually do the work is to actually start with the intense work as soon as you get home, in times when you don't have sport, even when, let's say, the due time is for next week, so that you remove all of the stress that comes with it, and you can always stay serene and calm when doing your sport. I usually make longer videos, but this was, let's say, an unplanned video, and so I just came up with it on the spot. But I hope you enjoyed, and keep a strong mind and stay like a lion.